was out there cutting the Palestinians up, though. That's where it started.
But at the same time, you got to remove yourself from the situation.
No, not to do it like that. No.
It doesn't really benefit the ministry to be in the midst of commotion. Nobody's being built up by us being in conflict.
Not at all. And now you pulling every other camp into it too, because we all stand in that same ground. We just don't believe the same way.
And you said something. You said everybody got a different job. Some other so-called believers' job is to incite the wrath against the Israelites. I think that group might be part of that. They want to help. They're set up by the Lord to bring vengeance, like the Sakari.
I'm glad we here now, because I wanted to say that earlier, but I felt like y'all were on y'all spiritual boom. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe like Sakari and what's the ones all the way in New York?
ICPK.
Probably gotta be ICPK.
Is it ICPK?
Yeah,
they almost remind me of
all black.
All black. Leather in there.
Spikes.
I mean, but look,
come on, man. Come on.
Even looking at them, looking at Sakari, it's like, okay, you got my asset. That's your Navy SEAL. They'll go your Marine Corps. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all brothers might be more so Army or Navy. You know
we're the priests.
Either way it goes. Everybody got something they supposed to be doing. Y'all might not see it. Maybe the Lord is.
It's all good.
Maybe the Lord do got something that y'all ain't seen all the way, but it all comes together.
Right.
You know?
But we know. But here's the difference. We know what the Lord told us to do and not to do.
Right.
And we're making sure that we're not doing what He told us not to do.
This is why y'all camp is the way it is. Y'all all on one accord. Sakari is the way it is because they all on one accord. Y'all might not understand it. Cool. But you just said priesthood is what y'all stand on. So I get it.
And everybody has a role, right? So who's the brother to read? Yeah, you got it, bro.
1 Samuel.
Right. You was around 45, I thought.
17 and 45.
Y'all make way for people to get through.
Yeah, just speak loud, man. Speak loud.
17 and 45, the first book of Samuel. Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with the sword, and with the spear, and with the shield. But
now, what's beautiful about this David and Goliath story is Goliath was a great warrior. But when King David saw that all the Israelites were scared, he was like, hey, y'all scared? If Yahweh Ba'ashim Shah be with us, who could be against us? Y'all gonna let this uncircumcised Philistine scare y'all? When we got the God of heaven behind us? Right? So that's what he's reiterating.
For I come to thee in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Shah, the Lord of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defiled.
Yep. So basically saying that, hey, I got the name, which is more powerful than your spirit and sword and might and shield. And that's what we're really standing on. You know, there's a tight balance, but a balance between the spiritual man and the natural man. But the spiritual man has to be at the foremost of everything. You can't rely on that carnal man that you are or were to get you out of spiritual troubles. These are spiritual troubles coming that you got to deal with in the flesh. But if you remain spiritual, that'll take care of the carnal for you.
Yeah, he that soweth to the flesh shall reap of the flesh corruption.
Yep.
He that soweth the things of the spirit shall reap life everlasting. Yeah, man.
So it wasn't to say that, because this is more of us just edifying you about the other side of it, making sure you understand the other side.
I'm very aware. I see it.
Right.
I might not have names and faces.
Right.
It's all, man, when I say, like, when the Lord said there's nothing new under the sun,
Right.
literally just got all our shit and using it against us and every other nation. When we get it back, we're going to use it to how it's supposed to be used.
Right.
And we're going to be a fair army like we were in the Bible. So
Right.
I already understand it. They only playing with something that's not theirs. That's all it is.
Yep. And when their rulership is over, it's going to be tough on everybody, but you're going to see the way it was supposed to be when we set up the right way.
It's going to be nasty because then you're going to really see people's heart love for white people.
Right.
They ain't gonna know how to do that. Like, I went through my purging process, but I had to be awakened to understand where my heart was versus where it should have been.
Right.
So now that I see my mother, my father, how they go about life and how they edify white people within what they own, it's like, why it's a double sword with us but not with them? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm very aware with the bullshit. So, gotcha.
Yeah, man. We still got we can go back. We still got that Matthew 23 if you want to go back.
He got something right quick. We'll get there. out, big dog.
Romans 12 and 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as life in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. Yeah.
Because we all want to get our hands on these devils. You know what I mean? We get vexed in the spirit, but Yahweh Shai got to get the first lick. He got to get his first. So who are we to jump start it before he get in?
I'm gonna set it off.
Yeah, jump the gun. Like, nah, we got to sit back and let him get in. So I know how you feel sometimes. Like, damn, we need to. We all want to get our hands on these devils, but it ain't our time.
We ain't more angry than
We're not more angry than him.
I don't feel like that. I know it's in due time it's gonna happen. It's more so like
It's okay if you need to go through.
damn, Lord, I know we won't know the day nor the hour. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
please let it happen.
If you need to walk through, it's okay.
Jake wanna be in
Yeah, God.
It's okay to walk through. Are you okay?
Yeah.
So you can get that in Matthew.
I'm back in Matthew 23. I'm gonna start at 25 again.
Uh-huh.
It says, "Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and
Yeah,
excess."
Yep.
So we going back.
Yep.
Okay, y'all got it.
Okay.
Yep.
It says, "Thou blind Pharisee, clean first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also."
Yeah.
Right. So now if your spirit is clean now you'll know why you need them sticks or them guns or whatever else. You'll know how to use them and when to use them. Most importantly, when to use them. You ain't gonna use them on the troops coming to take you to apprehension.
Well, let's be honest. If we look at the world right now, remember gangsters used to do their dirt and nobody knew who did it, right?
Right.
Everybody got their phone out now. You got young niggas jumping on loud just to say how many bodies they got. It's like, man, this ain't even a mindset that I'm willing to follow a bill around. You know what I'm saying? Because if we did have to do something to protect ourselves and move forward, we wouldn't last long.
I wish that was real.
Man, brother, I was thinking that.
Oh, my fault.
Sorry, it's like
No, it was a siren. But anyway. Yeah, but exactly. So they're not in the right mind, and it ain't our job to go tell them. It's their job.
No, they
to
supposed
see.
to. That's that
Right.
generation the Lord talking about.
They set up for
crashing
that.
out for a reason. Like, it's not for. They not doing this because they woke up and just felt that way. Like the Lord he been stirring up this spirit. Man.
Let me get this in Acts real quick.
I'm about to get Joe's.
This is Acts 5 and 35. And said unto them, you men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what you intend to do as touching these men.
Yep.
For before these days rose up Theudas, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain, and all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught. After this rose up Judas of Galilee in the days of the taxing.
Hey,
One
basically,
of the forefathers of the Sakari movement.
Yep.
And drew away much people after him.
Yeah.
So he had a bunch of people he was recruiting. They was going into the Torah.
They were self-willed.
But they was moving on their own accord.
Exactly.
They didn't have the same tenets, the same teachings of our Lord. In their movement,
They were carnal too.
They were carnal as hell.
Exactly.
It says, he also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed. So all these different little movements where Jake was feeling real, like we about to rise up, we about to take these devils out, it all came to naught. Every time.
Black Panthers.
With it,
You had on 38?
I'm about to read
Yeah,
that.
kind of.
Even the Nation of Islam had their little point too when they was up on the 900 and boom, right back down.
Came to naught. A lot of it was infiltrated. We know
But
the enemy
even
infiltrated.
The Lord infiltrated because it wasn't ours. And they were taking all our people and putting us under something.
The Most High wasn't, ultimately, he wasn't with those organizations.
Right.
All right? It says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it, lest happily you be found even to fight against the Most High.
You got one of the brothers I have. John
John 18:36 in red. Yahweh Shai answered him. Yahweh Shai answered, my kingdom is not of this world. Yep. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from the hence.
Yep.
So basically, just you know what it's saying. Basically saying, if for prophecy's sake I gotta be taken, if this was my kingdom, my servants would stand up and fight that I wouldn't be apprehended. But this has to happen. So it's not for prophecy's sake. So Vince, let him take it.
The level of patience that Yahushua has.
Bro,
he only had all that power, bro.
He's over all the angels, including Michael. So he got that spiritual force. He could do what he will, but he still humbled himself to the cross. He was obedient to the cross, and I still allowed them to apprehend him. He made himself vulnerable, still allowed them to apprehend him, to crucify him. That type of patience, like come on, man.
Well, it's still patience, because when we go into Revelation 1, and it says even those that pierced him, hey, so that's still patience.
The Lord's still waiting.
He's still waiting,
He's
bro.
still waiting on his getting back. In the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
The day of vengeance
Burns in his heart.
He can't wait to come back and dust this devil off.
We can never get as mad as Yahushua and the Most High.
Hey, it stole his identity.
Man.
I mean, there's all types of deals. They lied about the way he was as a man. They'll read out of the book that he's written in, but they won't bring out how he really was.
Well, you had the image, you put it up, but they tore his whole image up and put somebody else up there.
I wasn't gonna say it. But you got it wrong.
Yeah, they
Precious channel, bro.
You could say it. You can use that word.
They call themselves
I wasn't gonna
You can't
use
say
it.
the F-bomb.
Yeah.
Say that one. They right off the page.
Cut off right now. Huh?
Yeah, but let me get this scripture. This is dealing with Yahushua. This is 1 Peter 2 and verse 21. And it reads, and this is, I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, for the Most High called you to do good, even if it means suffering. Just as Yahushua suffered for you, he is your example, and you must follow in his steps. He never sinned, nor ever deceived anyone. He did not retaliate when he was insulted, nor threaten revenge when he suffered. He left his case in the hands of the Most High, who always judges fairly.
Did you jump to the 4th chapter?
Yep.
Like teens, early teens, 12?
1 Peter 4.
You know what I want.
At verse 12. It says, dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through, as if something strange were happening to you. Instead, be very glad, for these trials make you partners with Yahushua in his sufferings, so that you will have the wonderful joy of seeing his glory when it is revealed to all the world.
So when he suffered it patiently, we got to suffer it patiently. What did it say, arm yourself with the same mind? Was that in
That's in the same chapter.
Count. Is it coming? Or
No,
it
it's
was
at the
up?
top.
Yeah,
It's at
that's
the
right,
top.
that's right. Yep. You got it, bro.
It says, if you suffer, however, it must not be for murder, stealing, making trouble, or prying into other people's affairs.
Yep.
But it is no shame to suffer for being a follower of Yahushua.
Yep.
Praise the Most High for the privilege of being called by his name.
Yep. And it said, what did it say in the KJV? I like how it worded in the KJV. It said, partakers of the sufferings.
Yeah, partakers.
How does it?
Partakers of the sufferings.
You about to grab it, right?
Yeah, I'll read it. Yeah. 1 Peter 4 and 13. It says, but rejoice in as much as you are partakers of Yahushua's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, you may be glad also with exceeding joy. If you be reproached for the name of Yahushua, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified.